Hello, this is Malorian, and this is going to be the intro video to a tournament I'm going to be doing this weekend called the OotB Open. I wish I would have done this last weekend. I forgot, so now I have to do it on my laptop since my video camera is 500 kilometers away. And by the time I get there, it'll be time for the tournament. So I'm just going to go over kind of what the tournament is, the way that things are scored, what my list is, and what my hopes are going into this. So like I said, it's called the OotB Open. These are guys that normally do a very fun, fluffy type of tournament. They're all about more of the sportsmanship and the painting. However, they added this new tournament to their system when the Ard Boys system disappeared in our area. So this is now supposed to be the no comp event, bring your best. So actually the polar opposite from what they usually do. It also is a fairly small one as well. It's only 1,800 points, and part of that and what they're doing is the whole thing where they're working with the other tournaments in the area where they're going to start small and then go larger. And so the whole idea is for people that if they want to, if they're starting a new army, they can have this small one and then escalate it bigger over the year and then paint things more and more as you go through. It's all kind of working together. It's part of this Alberta tournament circuit in hopes to get people taking more participation in them and doing more in the hobby and all that. So even though it's kind of an Ard Boys event, it actually is kind of also part of this grander system to hope that you'll paint your stuff overall. You do have to have it painted going in. It does still have to be what you see is what you get, all that fun stuff. There's just no comp in it whatsoever. It's on a system where you get 15 points for a massacre, 12 for a major win, 9 for a draw, 6 for a minor loss, and 3 if you just get massacred. So nothing super crazy there. Normal type things to figure out whether it's a massacre or a win. It's just by the book, whether it's +10 or whether you doubled their victory points. Stuff that they have the points here for presentation and sportsmanship. It's a 1 to 5 type scale where 5 is amazing and you have to have a display board and conversion and stuff, and 1 point is just the bare minimum 3 colors type thing. Sportsmanship, same thing, 1 to 5, glad it's over with, or 5, it was awesome, blah blah blah. But for the most part here, I mean, I usually do fairly well with sportsmanship. I doubt I'm going to win Best Sportsman, but I mean, I'm sure I'll be getting 4 to 5 for most of my games there. Presentation, I have conversions in my army, so sometimes that gets me up to a 4, but for the most part I'm hoping just for even, for 3 points for painted and presentation. I'm not an amazing painter, and I don't pretend to be. Past that, it's a 4-game tournament all in one day, and that's really pretty much it. 4 games, go and get them. So like I said, sometimes to these tournaments I consider taking something more fun, but I mean, once you have, this is going to be an uncomped event. I'm expecting to see a lot of nasty stuff there. Of course, part of this too is, since it's part of the Alberta GT scoring system, people want to do well here as well so that they can have more points and either earn a ticket to go to the grand tournament or earn points so that they can get a spot that way. So I really think I'll be seeing a lot, very tough armies there, and it should be some very stiff competition. So going into my list, I wasn't very happy with my list. It was something where normally when I was kind of doing my bag full of hammers, 1,800 can kind of go okay, but really I'm trying to change things up. First of all, because I've seen the meta change and there's more chaff and I can't get away with, I'm just going to punch my opponent in the face and win. And the other thing too is, of course, we're seeing a change in what people are taking. We're seeing a lot more monstrous infantry. I expect to see tons of these skull crushers in this tournament. So I need to have my war machines in here too. And once I do that, that just really makes it difficult to have all the things I went in there. As well, going into this, I had a viewer that was going to be making me a model and sending it to me. This little converted thing just for me. I don't know if it's still coming or not, but I'm also changing my list based off the things he said I had to have and could not have. And really, for the most part, when I offered that to him, I thought I'd be seeing crazy things I'm going to need to do. But really, in the end, he said that I had to use Savages, Black Orcs, and Wolf Riders, which is no problem, and that's kind of like a standard army for me. And the things that I couldn't use was Night Goblin Archers. I couldn't use the rock lavas, and I couldn't use squig hoppers. So the only thing that really affected me there was the night goblin archers, because I almost always take them from my bunker, but because he specified archers, I could just use some other weapon loadout for them. But the biggest one there was the rock lava. I really did plan to have the one rock lava in my list, so I'm just going to kind of do without. So jumping into it, I'm going to be taking a level 4 great orc shaman. He's just going to have a dispel scroll. So he's my general. It's going to be a lot of liability on him. If he dies, I'll be losing all my magic and, of course, my general bubble, so I really have to be careful. Going again with my BSB, it's just the Night Goblin BSB with the leadership banner, so again, it's pretty much the fewest points I can spend on characters, but still have them effective. They're just going to hide in the bunker, have at least that leadership 9, and kind of hope for the best. For my core, first of all, the usual 40 Savage Orc Biggins with extra choppa and banner. They're just the best unit I can take. I got my bunker of 20 Night Goblins with hand weapon and shield, so not too bad there. Then I have my 2 units of Wolf Riders. I got 1 unit with my short bows and spears, another one with shields. And then onto my special, I got the 40 Black Orcs, and they have the Banner Musician and the Banner of Swiftness. So again, I just find that Banner of Swiftness is so much more handy to me right now, rather than the Banner of Flaming Attacks there, just because, I mean, the one game it burned me, but otherwise, it just really doesn't come up as much. Whereas the Banner of Swiftness, it always helps me. Meanwhile, I had that Musician in there, just in case I need to do a little Swift form, building shenanigans. It's there if I need it to. Otherwise, for special, I got 2 Boar chariots and a troll, so that's going to be 3 throwaway units overall, which should be all that I need. And then I have 2 Doom Divers. And so that's really it. So really, when I think of my deployment, I got my 2 main battle blocks, I got my bunker, I got my 2 chariots that'll probably be in between there, but I mean, we'll have to see how that goes. Doom Divers in the back, chaff wherever they need to be, except for the troll that has to be in the center as well. And really, that's it. I mean, really, when I look at my list, I like having at least the 3 combat blocks, but given the way that I've kind of added in the more support units, and the fact that I don't want to drop down my units from 40 to 30, this is just the way it has to be. So we'll see how it goes. Going into the tournament, how I hope to go, I mean, over 4 games, I'm hoping to win 3 of them. I think I'd be happy with that. One of the things I know is kind of lacking in here is I don't have a magic weapon, and I am very worried about that. There will be some Vampire Count players there, and actually they're going to be a double threat to me, because not only do I not have the magic weapon to get rid of their ethereal units, but I know one of the guys who's going is going to be taking the Terrorgeist, and I mean, sure, I could use Foot of Gork and I could use my Doom Divers, but it's things like that that I really wanted the stone lava in there, or rock lava, so I could land on its head very easily with its big base and just strip off those wounds. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to kind of go with what I have here. So we'll see. It's a very large tournament. I think there's about 40 players, I think, on either system. I'm not really sure what this one landed on. But, I mean, there's not even then a good chance I'll even face them. So we'll kind of see how that goes. At the end of the day, if I have, if I win more games than I lose, and my sportsmanship scores put me, let's say in the top 3rd, I'll be happy. That'll be a successful tournament for me. So anyway, there you go. The tournament is going to be this Saturday, and I should have reports up, Sunday or Monday or whatever it is. So there you go, and feel free to below have any comments you have on my list, or if you have any predictions on how you think I'll do. So thanks for watching, and reports will be coming. Bye.